welcome to my studio. Gives you an idea of what I do on a daily basis. This is the life of a creative person. It's not glamorous. Sometimes it's not even fun. But it's something we have to do because we're driven to do it out of pure love and passion. I've been wanting to do this painting for a long, long time. Took this picture back in the mid-1980s. It's in a city park. Called Riverfront Park in Spokane, Washington. Started out as a massive railroad depot. And then about the early mid-70s, they tore down the railroad depot and made a park out of it. But it started out as Expo 1974, World Expo. I believe I was in third, fourth grade at the time. That's where I learned how to use chopsticks as a little kid. Very nice lady in the Japanese pavilion came over and showed me how to do it. I still remember it to this day. That's what most of us don't realize is anytime you smile at somebody or say hi to them or just show something kind, you're having an effect on that person's life. You can either have an effect of positive or negative. It's kind of up to each one of us. It's always much better when you can leave a positive impression on somebody, because then they want to remember you. And who knows, down the road, you may need their help someday. Even if it's just an encouraging word, which in this day and age we all seem to need. But this is video one of who knows how many. Thought I'd try something new and explore something different. I hope you enjoy yourself watching this unfold. This is a little concession trailer that was in the middle of the park. And obviously you have the scene here. People just enjoying the day. Now I'm going to lift out some spots of lighter color where things are probably going to be more on the white side. How do I know where to wipe out? Well, I've been staring at this picture for a long time. Why am I getting to it now? Well, that's why people think artists are crazy. Because it talks to us. It tells us it's time. And this one just said it's time. It's time to be born. It wants to live. Check my reference photo so I know where to take things back. Yeah, a lot of people think artists are crazy. We just don't think like other people. But then again, we're not supposed to. That's why we're artists. That's why we create. Because we see things and experience things that nobody else can. And it gets really difficult sometimes. But then again, why do we do this? I guess the same reason somebody becomes a doctor or a preacher, because they're called to do it. True artists don't choose this lifestyle. It seems to choose them. Do we want to struggle? No, not even. It's not something we ever want to do. By any means. And to be honest, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Unless you're truly called to do it. Daily struggle with your mental health. The constant financial worry and pain. And then you get those people out there that think they're self-righteous and tell you to go get a job. Wish it was that easy. Am I married? Yes. What does my wife think about it? She'd kill me if I stopped. Because she knows that this is who I am. I'm a creative. Something I'm called to do. It's a journey I have to go down. It's a path that very few people truly want to take. So many people buy art supplies and think how easy it is. You know, in order to get here, it takes a lifetime. A lifetime of sacrifice. Lots of money sacrificed. Learning, doing the best you can. Hoping, praying that something good would come out of all this. I know this type of artwork is not for everyone. It's not meant for everyone. It's meant for me. It's a conversation I have with art, with a piece of fabric, with dirt, oil, animal hair on sticks. A lot of artists spend a lot of time crying all by themselves because of the struggle and how difficult it is. This is why so many artists have addictive personalities. Because it hurts. It hurts incredibly deep. Because we're so passionate about what we do. We love so deeply and so genuinely. But a lot of times we hurt the ones around us. Unintentionally. I know. Getting a little deep here. Getting a little mushy around the edges. But that's the truth. To be an artist, to create work like this, you have to be fiercely, fiercely independent. The last thing you want is anybody telling you what to do or how to do it. But yet, at the same time, you want to be just like everyone else. And that's the bad thing, is you can't have it both ways. But we do our best to fit in. And part of it is when you have someone that thinks outside the box and tries to set the proverbial box on fire, you don't fit into the traditional job world. because we're always looking for ways to make it better. And that's not what employers want. They want people who can follow rules. And unfortunately, that's something I've never been able to do. Even to this day, I can't follow rules. Give me a rule, I'll make sure I break it. Even laws. Laws are nothing more than rules with consequences. But like I said, this is my first video, so not doing it to please anybody. Just trying to show the world what I do. Sit in a small room. And have a conversation with my children. Because every painting is an artist's child. We conceive an idea. We give birth to an idea by putting it on a surface. It gets to about the halfway point. Gets to be the ugly teenager with an attitude. Wants to do its own thing. And we constantly have to rein him in and show them that they can't do that. And they grow up and mature. And they become beautiful beings on their own. But so many people see it's just a picture. But to an artist, to many people, it's not. They're actually alive. They breathe. They grow old. They mature. They change. A lot of times they mellow out. And then eventually one day they will die. Unless someone steps in to take care of them and love them. Because yes, paintings will die without love. As hard as that is to believe. So if you come across somebody that's creative, encourage them. Because sometimes that's all they need. And this is just called toning in and just getting rid of the white areas, and so it's not so stark. Just using some burnt umber with a little touch of orange in it. Just because that's what I feel like. Like I said, this is all about just sharing my journey, my life. If you're not interested, okay. But everybody on this planet has a story to tell. Sometimes they're funny, a lot of times they're sad. But we all have a story to tell of some kind. If you stick around long enough, you'll find out that story. And trust me, you won't be disappointed. Just like any author, you don't want to give away the plot until it's time. And that's the one thing I love doing, is listening to other people's stories. Where did they come from? If they're from another country, why'd they come here? What is their story? What was their childhood like? I'm sure you that are watching this right now have a fascinating story to tell. You may not think so, but I'm sure you do. Because a true artist can see beauty in anything. What someone would call ugly in this world is a lot of times the most beautiful people you've ever met. have so much to offer. People physically disfigured and have some sort of handicap, but they learn to cope. And their perspective on life is quite different. And a lot of times that perspective can help each one of us cope with our day. It's only by the grace of God we get through each day. It's like the Bible says, God didn't say it'd be easy, but he said it'd be worth it. Just trying to get to the worth it part. But if you're struggling today, don't give up. If you can't go on, just take a nap. Take a deep breath. Do I have it all figured out? Absolutely not. Not even close. I have never met anyone that has it all figured out. But your story is still being written. Just like mine's being written every day. Where am I going with all this philosophical mumbo jumbo? I have no clue. But hey, Bob Ross can do it. Why can't the rest of us? Probably some of the most tedious things you can do for painting is just blocking in. Well, hopefully this has bored you completely to tears. And you'll take a good nap. Because sometimes a good nap is all you need. It's good therapy. Go play with your puppy. Go smooch a kitten. Just give a random stranger a hug and say hi. Ask permission first, or you're going to get punched. Hold the door open for a stranger. I've actually had people get angry with me for holding the door open for them. That one I can't figure out. But everybody's different. Some people would say I'm lucky I get to do this all day. It's not luck. Luck has nothing to do with it. I'm fortunate. But I've also given up a lot in life to be able to do this. Suffered a lot because of it and for it. But when you love something, sometimes you make sacrifices. And when you make sacrifices of your own personal comfort, you realize you didn't really need it after all. Is it hard being alone? Living in total solitude, day after day? Absolutely. Not having a whole lot of people to talk to? Yeah, it's hard. I wrestle with it on a daily basis. But then again, when I get to have conversations with people, I have a tendency to remember them a little better. I have a tendency to cherish that moment a little more. That person has more meaning to me than being indifferent to them. said, I don't get to do this because I want to. I do it because I'm called to. Just like a doctor's called to do what they do. So when God calls you to do something, you do it. You don't argue. Because in the end, he's going to win anyway. I know. One of them people that talking religious stuff. But you got to believe in something. The old saying, if you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything. Or something to that effect. Blue into the black, or the blue into the brown to make black. Make a darker color. And so on and so on and so forth. That's how it goes. Well, I'm glad you were here with me for this time. Go do something nice for somebody. Go say hi.